Welcome to Chimps Town, my chinchilla strokers. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and we've got a lot to talk about. First of all, I think I got to apologize to you guys, like, legit this time. I am an idiot. Just straight up. You guys ever have one of those days where you're like, oh, you made a mistake, you try to fix it, you make a mistake on that mistake, then you've got like double or triple mistakes adding up on top of each other, and you're just like, should have just done nothing today. Just done nothing of this, because if I just did nothing, none of this would cause any chaos or problems or issues or anything like that, and life would be pretty gosh darn good. Well, that was basically a couple days ago for me. I guess I'll just tell you guys this quick story really quickly before we start even... You know what? Let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today, I'm going to focus on doing a black Chimps medal on this map, because I have not done it yet. I've done a red Chimps medal, but not a black Chimps medal. I also wanted to show off one of the new towers in this game that I think is going to be game-breaking. This guy is officially good. Like, it's hard to argue that this guy is not good. He just is. He's freaking good. We're talking about the wizard today. We're talking about the Archmage in particular. An Archmage with a different crosspath, a wall of fire Archmage, which is almost unheard of in BTD6, which makes sense because it was kind of stupid. It didn't really work well, and Ninjakeeper realized that, and they realized they needed to change it, and boy, did they change it. So we're going to show them off a little bit later on. Once this tree is gone, we're going to build a wizard, so we'll actually get things flowing up in here. But until then, we're going to chill with tack shooters. What tree are we on? 6? Yeah, so we haven't got rid of the 7th tree yet. So 7, 8, 9, and then we'll like be ready to go here. But I wanted to tell you guys that I'm sorry, and I wanted to tell you guys the quick story of how it all went down, because I feel like, again, I feel like an idiot. So, I guess I would have just started at the very beginning. I was really pumped because Dreadbloon was coming out, and I wanted to make a good Dreadbloon video. I wanted to make a video where people could follow this guide, not just today, but maybe for future Dreadbloons as well. Just like use this as a regular-ish guide to figuring out the game. So I just had to do no monkey knowledge, use a free hero, use no paragons, and do nothing like that to make my video. And I was pretty pumped about it. I thought it was pretty frickin' sexy, if I do say so myself. In fact, it took me a super-duper long time to record this video. It took me 1 hour and 10 minutes to record my final video, in addition to my 2 practice videos that took me about 2.5 hours of constant talking, recording, and everything that I decided to throw out to make a newer, better version. Not even making the best version ever, which is kind of sad. I did a lot of work in the kind of process of doing all of that. Nonetheless, I had like an hour-long-ish video, that I had to cut down into a reasonable YouTube-long video. And basically, I got it down to about 14 minutes, which is pretty great. But sadly, when I uploaded my video to YouTube, it's turned into 17 minutes. Oh, well, what was going on with that? Well, it just so happens that I made a mistake. And I left 3 minutes of basically blank screen on my video. And I rendered it, and I uploaded it and everything. And I think to explain the major issue with this is that YouTube, specifically, is like, oh crap, Chris, guess what? Nobody's watching this giant black screen blank nonsense that you're uploading over here. This must be a terrible video. So YouTube basically is like, well, algorithm, brah. Algorithm. We're not going to show your video anymore. It sucks. So I'm like, oh crap, I got to fix this, man. So, to take a couple steps back before I end up trying to fix this, let's talk about how videos are uploaded and or edited. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably done some sort of video editing in the past. Some sort. I don't know how crazy you guys are, but some sort of video editing in the past. If not, I'll explain it really quickly. For my process, all I do is I take whatever footage I have, again, this was like over an hour-long version of footage. And I just kind of throw it all in my video editor really quickly. And then I usually try to cut out anything that I can cut out really quickly, get rid of it, so I only have usable content. Then I organize it, then I put it in the right, like, places, and then I make sure that all the sounds are good and everything, and then I sort of just add titles and text if I'm feeling like doing that, add zooms and zoom outs if I'm feeling extra adventurous or whatnot, or I feel like it's necessary for the video. And I just kind of like do all of that stuff and move it all around and then concisely get it organized. So it's a start to finish. Video content exists. Here we go. We're going to go Arcane Mastery. We are going to go for the Fireball Wall of Fire here, though. And I'm going to move my Fireball Wall of Fire to over here in the corner. I'm going to do the corner in particular because I think that's actually going to be the best. We got open to clean up some of these camo balloons, and we want to get a little more camo balloon popping power. So right now we don't have a lot. So to make that happen, even though we've beaten most of the camo balloons, we're going to go for a village. So we're going to go for a village right about here. We're going to start by getting him up to jungle drums because we want to get that extra speed here. And then for round 42, we'll have that camo detection on both my wizard, my ring of fire here with double jungle drums, by the way, and our dart monkey and everything. So that's going to be pretty sexy. Of course, we do have a Mo coming out here, and we get the thorns on the right spot. Great. It's actually perfect for us. Should go down. Oh, yeah. It gets obliterated. Nice, brah. I keep saying brah and bro a little too much, man. I need to stop it. Make me stop, guys. Make me stop. So anyways, I left 3 minutes of blank space in my video because I was an idiot. I don't know exactly how it happened. It just happened. When you're moving things around all over the place, it's easy to make a mistake and accidentally leave something in that you weren't supposed to, or just leave a blank space and leave a random little piece of nothingness that you thought you cut off and cleared off and got rid of, and then it just exists even if like you zoom out on your timeline. You like barely see it, right? But anyways, I left that on there, and then luckily, I found out on YouTube that I left that blank space on there, and I decided, let's fix this crap. So I went into the YouTube editor, which I have probably used like once or never. I'm not even sure if I've ever used it properly, but I've never, like almost never used it, if I have used it at all. I decided that I was going to try to fix it using the YouTube editor. So I decided to try to cut out the blank space of my video. And I was like, great, fantastic. So I did what I thought was cutting out the blank space of my video, and I have no idea what the heck happened to this thing, but everything got completely screwed up. At first it was like, no, you can't do that because your end screen is like gonna get cut off or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I gotta move this end screens over, I guess. I don't even know. But anyways, after all was said and done, it's like, okay, don't worry, your changes will be live in a couple hours. I was like, great. So of course I went to bed. I went to bed, and by the time I realized that anything was wrong, it was chaos. I went back to my video, and it was like 1 minute of video content now instead of not even the 3 minutes. Like, I don't even know what happened, right? It wasn't even like the 3 minutes of cut out blank space. I don't even know what happened, but it was down to like a minute long. I was like, this is just ridiculous. I'm out of here. I deleted the video. I'm going to re-upload. I re-uploaded the video. This is a video that I'm making after that video, but before I actually uploaded that video, which is kind of weird, but just wanted to point that out really quickly. And I'm just mad at myself. I don't know how else to explain it besides that I just really feel like it's stupid. I'm stupid, and I messed it up pretty bad. So I decided to re-upload it. I don't think it's going to get many views, but if it does, fantastic. You know, I think a lot of people that probably have already watched it are not going to re-watch it, and that will make the YouTube algorithm make it even more of a bad video that I probably should just not have re-uploaded in the first place and just left it off the world forever. But I liked my video, and I want to share it anyways, so I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. All right, so how are we doing so far? We've got some cam detection on the main guys. Open does not have that cam detection, but what I want to do is I want to go for a... Is this going to be in range? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think that happens till the 70s, though. Let's just wait it out. Let's see if we can get an Archmage going before on 63. If we can't get it before on 63, I'm a little afraid that this guy will not be beefy enough to take down all of them Bloons. So, might have to maneuver something around a little bit here. But I don't even know what I want to build yet. Super Monkey's not a bad idea. Or I could throw something probably like a... Ooh. No. Can I really not fit it in here? There it is. All right. I got it pixel perfect. I'm going to just build him just to build him. And I don't even know what I'm going to build yet. I'm thinking actually going for a Blooner denial system. We'll see how it goes because they got nerfed pretty hard. And I'm honestly not sure if they still feel valuable. But I think this is a pretty good combo. Ring of Fire. This guy kind of stalls the ceramics in range of the Ring of Fire. And of course, this guy's going to be pretty beastly as well. So everything should just kind of work together well. And then later on, I still would like to, even though I'm not particular about it, to move my guys around a little bit and pick up some of these extra buffs, you know? I feel like we don't need a ton of buffs, but it's kind of fun to have some extra little buffs in there. It just feels cool, right? So anyways, I feel stupid. I feel like an idiot about all that garbage, and I'm kind of mad at myself about all of it. But we're going to move on, and we're going to have a good time together for the future. For the future. So, next up... Oh, man, this is going to be tight. Archmage... God, we get $10,000 next 3 rounds? I don't think so. But trees might be able to save us through round 63 here. At least at the beginning, probably around 63. It's going to be tight. I don't know. I'm going to try it. In fact, it's probably going to be so tight that I probably should not have built this stupid Dartly gun. That's probably the answer to all of these issues here. Okay, we're going to have a second trees ready to go on round 63, and I think this will last until we're ready to build the second trees. Yeah, no, we're not that close. We're like $5,000 off, man. That's just not happening. Just ain't happening. So let's see how round 63 goes. Ring of Fire doing an okay job, obviously, but not a great job. The balloons do get absorbed. We're going to be rebuilding a tree set here. And then I'm just going to make sure that I kind of confirm that I'm going to be able to pop these guys. So we're going to go for an extra random downdraft heli pilot. We're just going to leave them on pursuit. I think that's going to be good enough for me. It's not a ton of money, but it's just going to make sure that I feel safe, right? And that's went ridiculously better. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. One little tower can make a huge change here. Even though he only got 300 pops, but he is supporting my other stuff. Alright, it's Archmage time, guys. We're just going to save up for this guy, but because rounds 66 to basically 74 are so easy, we're just going to skip them entirely. If you could beat 65, excuse me, your chances of losing on any of those rounds are just ridiculously low. Especially with an open, man. This guy's only going to get more powerful from our open buffs. Oh yeah, look at this. Check this out. Nature's Clarity. All magic monkeys in range get +5 pierce, or excuse me, +5 range and +2 pierce. And then druids get even more than that. So this guy's extra pierce probably won't matter that much to us, but a little bit can matter, you know. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, friends, it is time for the Archmage. So let's get this guy a-flowing. Keep in mind this is a wall of fire Archmage here. And you can see the ridiculousness of that Dragon's Breath right there. Oh my god! Bloons equal nothing! I really don't think that Gwendolyn's ability is going to affect or just Gwendolyn's, like, level abilities of helping out fire stuff is going to affect this guy, because it's technically about the Dragon's Breath. But I'm actually really curious now if by getting Archmage you get that Dragon's Breath and that also unlocks that extra damage there. So I do want to test that out eventually. It would be very difficult to test out, but it would be cool nonetheless. But anyways, this guy is quite beef-tastic. But we can make him even beefier, obviously, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be moving around just a little bit here. Don't have to go too crazy here. But we're going to be moving around, getting some extra buffs. So, this is like a range buff, basically. Just going to give us a little tiny of extra range. Don't forget, Archmage can see through walls, so believe it or not, this is actually not even that bad of a spot for this seemingly idiotic tower spot. I mean, it's kind of silly, but it seems to work. Purple balloons actually are our biggest weakness here, aren't they? Ooh, look at that. A little scary there. We're going to have to move him back into a more suitable location, I think. Kind of moved him in kind of a weird time, right? So I don't really need the decreased in price. We're already fully built, so that doesn't really do nothing for us. But we could take some extra... Oh, did they fix it? No! No! They ruined it! Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, man. All right, well, they fixed it. So now we cannot get all those extra juicy buffs. Darn. Oh, I had cool ideas ready, man. I had such cool ideas. But it is what it is. It's fair. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be in the game in the first place, so whatevs. Anyways, you're going to see the true power here, trying to start to get unfolding here with a Oh My God, who gets just annihilated as soon as he gets in range of a Ring of Fire. Ooh, look at that range, by the way. That does not seem like it should be hitting BFBs, but I am glad that it is. I'm very glad that it is. So there's other buffs we can give, obviously. We can alchemize them. So let's alchemize this puppy. And we're going to overclock him. So it's a pretty simple, regular old little buff here. But overclocking is still one of the best ways to make your good towers even better. Alright, so let's overclock this puppy. This is not overdriving, so this is not going to last forever or anything like that. But every little bit is going to help. So I guess I could, instead of putting him on this little path right here, put him here, but I don't think it really matters that much. I don't think. So, we'll just overclock whenever we feel like it. Now, I'm not going for all-out mega buffs on the Archmage or anything like that. I just want to show off that he is actually a really, really good tower here. In addition, I think I might be able to afford it, but it's probably going to be really, really late in the game. We're going to try for a Bez. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's still like $60,000 away. Around 83, that seems ridiculous to be possible, but I'm hopeful. If not, we're just going to go for some supporting towers. But realistically, the best play for us is, you know, if we just want to be like safe or whatnot, go for a perma-spike in the back here or something. There's really no reason why you should lose that. Or even just going for another wizard, like a pod or something. Probably a really easy way to demolish these things. Look at that damage, though, guys. That's pretty legit. That is, like, scary good. I mean, I know he's a reasonably expensive tower, but he is really doing the most of our pop power. I mean, this guy's got 138k. This guy's got 388 already. Everybody else, 9,000, 3,003, 20,000. He's been around a long time here, too. And 13,000. So that's actually pretty impressive, too, to be completely honest with you guys. But I am... And it's weird, too, because it looks like... I don't think both of his attacks are actually attacking at the same time. I think just Dragon's Breath is reaching. And then you can see those random magic bolts sometimes popping out there. I don't think they're just hidden underneath the fire. I think it's like he's not able to reach with certain attacks, which is kind of goofy. I can't be entirely sure. It's like really hard to tell. Alright, so sadly we can't grab lives or monies. That's a worthless ability. But we can get the Bloon Air Denial System. If we get the Bloon Air Denial System, I'm a big fan of the middle path still. Personally, and then I always put him on target independent unless I need to change it for something else. Yeah, this is really looking like $58,000, which is way too surmountable for us to hop over here when we're already around 90. But this is a good test for our Archmage. DDTs are like his specialty. So for round 95 in particular, this doesn't do a good job against DDTs. This does a terrible job against DDTs. I don't think it does any pop power whatsoever. And then Oben is not that good, and then the Helipelt's not very good. So, like, nothing is good against DDTs except for this guy. This will be a very good test for us to see how much power this guy actually has. But straight up, I just want to be straight with you guys. I think this guy is going to be the new it tower. It's going to be the new in tower. Now, overclock's only lasting for about 3/4 of the overclock time, but that seems like enough to get me through in most situations. I guess since I'm not affording this guy, what else do we want to build? I don't even really know what our weakness is. Probably Bloons, just in general. Probably our biggest weakness. So let's just go for like a random ice tower down here, in range of our village still. We're going to go for a random snowstorm with larger radius and refreeze. I think that's going to be more than good enough for us to stop the Bloons, or at least slow down the Bloons, while we do some other stuff. Now this guy is on first. We could change that if we feel like it, but I'm pretty happy with first. So we'll leave him there until we need to change it. Though realistically, the better thing to do is if you're using a lot of towers in efficient ways, putting them on strong is probably the smart thing to do. Because he'll just eat that Moab layer and let everything else pop the Bloons like the things that are good at popping Bloons, right? Alright, in the 90s already. Late 90s, actually. And Archmage is still just straight up dominating. It's not even like a question here. He's got 1.1 million pops! And like he's got some buffs, but bruh! Oh, it's good! It's almost too good. It sounded a little bit like Jerry Seinfeld right there. I don't know why that like popped out of my mouth, but it did. Oh man, yeah. No, we wouldn't be able to afford it. It probably would have been close on round 98, because you get a lot of money for round 98, but not enough to actually make a big difference for us. All right, Archmage. Again, with his reinforce, oh my god, going down easy. Round 98, this has got to be the thing that we have to question here. If this Archmage can take down round 98 with ease, then we have no reason to not build this guy ever. With these cross paths in particular. Alright, and it's not like I have no other towers. I do have other towers, but they're nothing special. They're nothing special. Oh my god. Look at that. It opens officially level 20 now. That's pretty sweet. Round 99. No overclock ready, though. Okay, this is getting a little bit scarier. The freeze did, like, nothing. We do take him down, but that was a little scarier than I would have liked. Admittedly. All right, we're going to overclock him here for around 100. With $40,000 left over. Yeah, we would not have been able to afford that even if I didn't buy this. But I guess we'll buy an absolute zero, because why the heck not? Once we freeze these puppies out, stall them DDTs, allow them to pop them real quick. Archmage, definitely a little bit weak against the bad. Here we go, let's freeze that crap. Get some new trees up in here. And hopefully take it all down. Yes, there it is! And we win. We get a black Chimps medal. Let's go check it out. Let's look at this deliciousness. Let's go home. We don't need to check out free play. We did so good. Let's look at that black medal. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing go. That's all I did. Hard all the way through. I did nothing else in the entirety of the medals here. Just hard all the way through. That takes 4 medals to get to that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I am sorry about that Dreadbloon debacle. Hopefully we'll get something up better for you guys in the future. Thanks for watching and have a super duper delicious day.